Hi guys, and today it's time to talk about Sunderland 2, Port Vale 0 in the Papa John's Trophy. So let's get started. As always, I'll run through the team. Remy Matthews came in to replace Labour. Then it was a back four of Max Power played right back. Then it was Bailey Wright and Jordan Willis returned from illness to replace Deon Sanderson, who was cup tied, and Callum McFadden played left back. Then it was like a 4-2-2-2. It was Dan Nayland just scoring like in the pretty much the two protecting the defence, with Elliot Embleton and Chris Maguire in the two behind the strikers, with Lyndon Goetz and Ian O'Brien to strikers. On the bench was Anthony Patterson, Jack, George Dobson, Charlie White, Jack Diamond, Grant Ledbetter, Ian McGeady and Oliver Younger. So let's get started. I mean, first half it was actually nice to see we were playing good football. We were playing fast-flowing football, and that probably all started through Dan Nail. To be fair to him, I hope he doesn't go out on loan if I'm honest. Then in the 21st minute we did get our goal. It was a loose ball. Lyndon Goetz picked it up and played it good through past to Ian O'Brien. Might have took a deflecting. Ian O'Brien first time puts it in the net and makes it 1-0. And I thought, yeah, good, keep this up, lads. You can get like a couple of more goals if you get one, mate. So yeah, in the like at the end of the first half, we could have scored a second goal where Elliot Embleton skins his man nicely, and Embleton took the start, hits Lyndon Goetz, and just goes off the bar. If it was another chance, that would have went in. Goetz would have pretty much got a goal he knew nothing about, if you get what I mean. So yeah, that was half time. It was 1-0 to Sunderland. I thought we played really well, and I think that if we could have went and got more, but then a cheating happened. Dan there went off injured, and Grant Ledbetter came on, and it was a little bit sloppy. We weren't really creating much, if you get what I mean, and it was just like, I wouldn't say it was boring or anything, because we're still controlling the game. We were still had the odd like chance now and then. Then like Goetz had a few half chances, Embleton had a chance, if you get what I mean. Maguire had a good chance where Maguire singed it on like and had a sort of deflects off the bar, and we made 3 changes around the 75th minute. We took Jordan Mills off cramp, we took Chris Maguire off, and we took Lyndon Goetz off, and we brought Oliver Younger on, we brought Ian McGeady on, and we brought Charlie White on. So yeah, so within a minute of it, Ian McGeady pretty much creates a chance instantly and probably just got McGeady crosses to Charlie White, and Charlie White headed to the keeper. I do not know how he like missed, if you get what I mean. So yeah, then we made our last change. Jack Diamond came on for Elliot Embleton, and yeah, in the it was 6 minutes at a time. In the 92nd minute, then he scored. Someone played it through like a ball right across goal. We were lucky, nobody was there. If you get my main, what would have been 1-1, and in the 97th minute we got a penalty. Ian O'Brien played through to Jack Diamond, and Jack Diamond gets taken out by the goalkeeper. Definite pen. Ian McGeady clocks it up, where the keeper get the hand through. He did well to do that, and wasn't probably weren't a good penalty, to be honest, but it still goes in. 2-0 to Sunderland. What more can you ask for? We're in the next round of the Papa John's Trophy, what is now the quarter-finals. We're now 2 games away from Wembley again. So could we go to Wembley? I do not know. So I'll run through the starting 11 and tell you how Remy Matthew had nothing to do, and what he did do was fine. Max Power was really sort of right back. He's actually playing better at right back than he was like in midfield. So yeah, Bailey Wright, I'll just top up Bailey Wright and Jordan Willis. They were just both solid. And it's good to have Jordan Willis back, because I do think that he's a good defender, and that's to hope he starts in the way again. And so yeah, McFadden, I have always said we're doing Miss Denver Hume, but McFadden did okay, I guess. Didn't really put a foot wrong. So yeah, Dan there was really good in the first half, like setting everything up and like starting moves, if you get what I mean, and do very well. And like I said, I hope he doesn't go out on loan. But although I do think, on one sense, a loan could be good for him, if you get what I mean. Like he can play every week, but I don't think he will here. But I think from now to the end of the season, he's more than good enough to offer a League One side something, if you get what I mean, in the squad. So yeah, Josh Scowen did okay. He did lose the ball a couple of times, but with like the way he plays, he will lose the ball. So yeah, Embleton. To be fair, that was the best game I've seen Embleton play for Sunderland. He was all over, like pretty much playing well. Had lots of the ball could have scored, but yeah. And Maguire did okay. Didn't really put a foot wrong. I think if you were an attacking player in the first half, you did well. So yeah, Goats did well. Could have scored, got an assist. So yeah, and the Ian O'Brien was actually my man of the match tonight. Got a good goal. Yes, this was the player I thought we were signing in the summer, if you get what I mean. Like, everything we thought we were getting from O'Brien, he did very well, if you get what I mean. Like hold the ball, he brought people into play, he linked up well with people, and I do think that I would say him and Gooch and Embleton have all probably put themselves in contention to play on Saturday. So yeah, they're not the best. Ledbetter, to be fair, I do think it was a turn point. Dan Neil going off, like, slowed the game down. So yeah, McGady showed his class, got a good goal, and yeah, probably the most threatening player, although when against Blade who could probably the most threatening player in the whole league, and got 2 goals in 2 games. Younger came on and did not well. How do I word it? He didn't do that. He came on and being solid and didn't put foot wrong. White probably should score, but other than that, I thought White came on and did okay. Diamond came on with the penalty, so yeah, and happy birthday Jack as well. So yeah, so that's the end of the video. I'm really happy that we're through, because although the Papa John's Trophy, I do want us to like win some silverware, because for the club, 2 games from Wembley, we may as well go and try and win it now. It's going to be a hard draw, because I think Hull's still in it, I think Peterborough's still in it. Hopefully we'll get the luckiest draw, if you get what I mean, if there's a League 2 club or the lowest League 1 club. So yeah, so I'll be back on Friday, unless there's a signing on for the outgoing for. Sorry for not doing the video about Carl Winchester, I just didn't have time. So yeah, but I do think it was a decent signing. If you asking, versatile, to right back centre midfield. So yeah, so that's the end of the video. Leave your opinions. My man Massimiliano O'Brien, if you didn't like clearly. So yeah, so that's the end of the video. Like, subscribe, view, comment, and see. Yeah.